Here's the brutal truth about AI in business right now. Most companies are throwing money at ChatGPT subscription and many other AI subscription. They are hiring AI consultants and expecting magic to happen. But after 3 years of building AI systems that have generated over $1 million for my clients, I can tell you 90% of businesses are using AI completely wrong. They are treating AI like a fancy Google search. They'll type things like, write me a marketing email, and then complain when it sounds like a robot wrote it. Or they'll ask it to automate my business and wonder why nothing actually gets automated. But what if I told you there are 30 specific ways to turn AI from an expensive toy into a profit-generating machine that works 24/7? In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact AI automation hacks that took my clients from drowning in manual work to having systems that run themselves. We are talking about automations that qualify leads while you sleep, customer service that handles 80% of inquiries without human intervention, and without even the customer realizing they're speaking to an AI agent, and data pipelines that give you insights your competitors can only dream of. And if you are new here, my name is Jan Bakebongo. I run Axitra AI, and over the past 3 years, we've helped businesses automate the way to over $1 million in additional revenue. I'm not here to show you ChatGPT party tricks. I built real AI systems that handle the repetitive work, killing your productivity, so you can stop being a slave to your inbox and start focusing on what actually grows your business. Now, before we dive into the 30 game-changing automation hacks, let me tell you why most businesses fail with AI. They try random tools, waste money on fancy software, and end up more confused than when they started. But after building automation system companies across different industries, I've discovered something crucial. The most profitable AI automations don't require a massive budget or complicated setup. Hack number 1, stop treating AI like a magic 8-ball. Most people fire off vague requests, such as automate my sales process, and they wonder why nothing happened. And here is what works. Break down your automation into specific, measurable steps. Instead of automate sales, maybe try something like create a system that captures leads from my website, qualifies them based on budget and timeline, and books them into my calendar automatically. Hack number 2, you need to use role-based automation framework. Don't just tell AI what to do. Tell it who to be. For example, act as my lead qualification specialist and create a conversation flow that identifies high-value prospects. This simple shift transforms generic output into business-ready systems. Hack number 3, you need to map your current workflows before automating. I see this mistake constantly. Businesses try to automate chaos. You need to document exactly how you currently handle leads, customer service, or data entry. You can't automate what you don't understand. Hack number 4, start with your biggest time drain. You need to track where you spend the most repetitive hours each week. For most of my clients, it's lead qualification, it's follow-up emails, or it's data entry. And that should be your automation starting point. Hack number 5, create template libraries, not one-off solutions. You need to build reusable automation templates. When I create an email sequence for one client, I template it so the next client gets results in days, not in weeks. Unless, of course, there is an NDA or an exclusivity offer. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, this sounds incredible, but how exactly do I implement it in my business? I get it. That's exactly why we offer a 30-minute free AI strategy session. In those sessions, we look at your current business processes and identify where you can get the biggest impact using AI automation. Link is in the description. Hack number 6, use multi-step workflows, not single actions. A real automation is not just send an email. A real automation includes capture lead, qualify based on criteria, send personalized sequence, book calendar appointment, send prep material, follow up if no show. A real automation involves chaining your actions together. And hack number 7, build in human handoff points. Not everything should be 100% automated. You need to design clear points where humans take over. usually for high-value prospect or complex issues. But you cannot expect everything to be automated by AI. Hack number 8, test with small data sets first. Before automating 10,000 leads, test with 50 first. I've seen businesses accidentally spam their entire database because they didn't test properly. This is super important. Hack number 9, create feedback loops. Your automations should learn and improve. When you create them, you need to set up systems that track what's working and automatically adjust based on performance. Hack number 10, document everything. When your automation breaks at 2 a.m., and trust me, it will, you need clear documentation. Trust me on this one. All right, now that you've got the foundation down, let's get into the advanced stuff. This is where most businesses either level up dramatically or get overwhelmed and quit. And the biggest difference is in understanding that advanced automation is not about more tools. It's about smarter systems. Hack number 11, implement dynamic lead scoring. You need to stop treating all leads the same. You need to create automation that scores leads based on behavior, company size, or engagement level. You need to be able to track a CEO who downloads 3 resources and visits your pricing page 5 times need to get a different treatment than someone who just signed up for a newsletter. In my agency, we build a system for a client that automatically identifies hot prospects and sends them directly to the founder's calendar while nurturing warm leads with educational content. So you're not losing anyone in the spectrum. And this led in 40% increase in qualified booking. Hack number 12, build conditional logic into everything. Your automation should think, not just react. If one lead is from an enterprise company and downloaded case study and visited pricing page, then send enterprise demo booking link. And if it does not qualify, send educational email sequence. So that way you are able to properly see who's visiting your website, who you are absorbing in your lead, and how you are treating them within the nurturing stage or the conversion stage. Hack number 13, create cross-platform data bridges. Most businesses have data trapped in silos. Your CRM doesn't talk to your email platform, which doesn't talk to your calendar. You need to build bridges. When someone books a call in Calendly, it should automatically update your CRM, trigger a prep email sequence, and notify your team on Slack. This is super important. Hack number 14, use AI for content personalization at scale. Don't just automate sending emails, automate creating them. Build systems that generate personalized content based on lead data. Industry, company size, pain points, previous interactions, all feeding into custom messaging. Hack number 15, implement behavioral trigger sequences. Stop sending emails based on time delays. Start sending them based on action. Someone visits your pricing page, trigger a case study email. They download the resource, but don't book a call, send a social proof. They go quiet for 30 days, re-engagement sequence. Hack number 16, build your own AI agent. This is where it gets exciting. Create specialized AI agents for different business functions. I have clients with agents that handle initial customer inquiries, qualify leads, and even conduct preliminary needs assessment. And these are not chatbots. These are intelligent systems that actually understand context, which is something a chatbot is not capable of doing. Hack number 17, automate your competitive intelligence. You need to set up systems that monitor your competitors' pricing, their content, and the marketing strategy. When they launch something new, you know immediately. When they change the pricing, immediately you are alerted. And this is not stalking. It's strategic intelligence. Hack number 18, create predictive analytics dashboard. Do not just track what happened. You need to predict what will happen. Build dashboards that forecast lead quality, revenue potential, and customer lifetime value based on early indication. My clients now know which leads are likely to close before the first sales call. How is that for insight? Hack number 19, implement smart calendar management. Your calendar should work for you, not against you. You need to be able to automate meeting preparation, follow-up tasks, and even meeting summaries. When someone books a call, the system should research the company, prepare talking points, and schedule follow-up actions before you jump on that call. Hack number 20, build escalation protocols. These are advanced automation. An advanced automation needs to know when to stop automating. It needs to be able to create smart escalation rules. If a customer inquiry mentions the word cancel, refunds, or urgent, it goes straight to a human. If a lead scores above a certain threshold, it bypasses the nurture sequence and goes directly to sales. This can be done. Now, I know what most people are thinking. Yeah, and this sounds incredible, but isn't this going to be incredibly expensive to set up? Here's the thing most people don't realize. The tool we use for these advanced automations, such as Make.com, N8N, and some custom integrations, they cost less per month than most businesses spend on coffee. The real investment is in the strategy and the setup, which is exactly what we do at Accitra AI. But before we get to the final 10 hacks, the one that separates the automation amateurs from the pros, let me share something that might surprise you. Here is exactly what separates automation amateurs from the pros. Amateurs automate tasks, but pros automate entire business systems. And these final 10 hacks are the one we use for our highest paying clients, the ones generating 6 and 7-figure returns from the automation investment. Hack number 21, create self-optimizing campaigns. Stop manually A/B testing everything. You can build automations that test subject lines, send times, and content variations automatically, then optimize based on performance. We have clients whose email campaigns literally get better every week without human intervention. Hack number 22, implement revenue attribution tracking. Most businesses have no idea which automations actually make money. You can build systems that track every touch point from first contact, final sale. And the truth is, when you can prove that your lead nurture sequence generated $50,000 last month, the budget conversation becomes very different. Hack number 23, you can train AI on your specific business data. Here's something 99% of businesses miss. You can upload the best sales calls, the winning proposals, and the customer success stories. And now with that information, your AI doesn't just sound generic, it sounds like your top performer. Hack number 24, creates automated upsell sequences. You don't just automate customer acquisition. You can automate customer expansion as well. You can build systems that identify upsell opportunities based on usage patterns, engagement levels, and life cycle stage. Our clients see 30 to 40% increase in customer lifetime value from these alone. Hack number 25, implement predictive churn prevention. You can stop losing customers after they've already decided to leave. You can build early warning systems that identify at-risk accounts based on the engagement drops, based on the support ticket patterns, and the usage changes. Then you can automatically trigger retention campaigns to reduce your churn rate. Hack number 26, build omni-channel orchestration. Pro-level automation doesn't live in one platform. You can orchestrate experiences across email, SMS, social media, and even direct mail. The minute someone abandons the cart, they might get an email, then a targeted Facebook ads, then an SMS, all automatically sequenced for maximum impact. Hack number 27, create dynamic pricing automation. Why would you set prices once when you can optimize them continuously? You can build systems that adjust pricing based on demand, competitor analysis, or customer segments. This isn't about being sneaky. It's about maximizing value for both you and your customers. Hack number 29, build automated competitive response systems. When competitors launch new features or change pricing, your system should automatically analyze the impact and suggest responses. Some of our clients have automations that adjust the positioning and messaging based on competitive moves. And finally, Hack number 30, create self-documenting systems. This is the ultimate pro move. You need to build automations that documents themselves. Every process change, every optimization, every result gets automatically logged. 6 months from now, you will know exactly why you made every decision and what impact it had. Now, here's something that might blow your mind. Remember that client I mentioned who went from drowning in manual work to having a system that runs themselves. They started just with 3 of these hacks. 3. But here's the key. They started with the biggest pain point. They got that working perfectly, then moved to the next one. Look, I need to be honest with you. These are not set and forget solutions. Building pro-level automation requires quite a lot. Strategic thinking, because you need to understand your business deeply. Technical implementation, because at the end of the day, someone needs to actually build these systems. Ongoing optimization, because automation isn't a one-time project. Data discipline, because garbage in, garbage out applies here more than anywhere. This is why businesses either never start or give up after the first attempt. We treat automation like a weekend DIY project instead of the business transformation it actually is. In my 3 years of building this system, I've seen businesses transform completely. The car dealership that went from manually following up with leads to having a system that nurtures prospects for months automatically. The insurance company that reduced claim processing time from days to minutes. The consulting firm that doubled the revenue without hiring a single new person. But I've also seen businesses waste months trying to figure this out themselves, getting frustrated and giving up just before the breakthrough. So there you have it, 30 AI automation hacks that can transform your business from a manual operation to a profit-generating machine that works around the clock. Look, here's the reality. The business world is changing faster than ever. While you are manually qualifying leads and sending follow-up emails, your competitors are building systems that do this automatically. And they're doing it better and faster and more consistently than any human ever could. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to wake you up that companies that figure out how to use AI automation effectively are going to have a massive advantage over those that don't. And the reality is that this system are not about replacing people. They are about freeing your people to do what they do best, which is build relationships, solve complex problems, and create strategies. Also close deals. And you know, when I first started building these systems 3 years ago, I was overwhelmed too. I tried to implement everything at once. I made mistakes. I had systems break at the worst possible time. But every failure taught me something. And now I can help my clients avoid those same pitfalls. And the difference between businesses that succeed with automation and those that fail is not technical skill. It's having the right strategy and the right support. And if you want to see how these automation hacks would work specifically in your business, I've got something for you. I'm offering a 30-minute AI strategy sessions where we will look at your current processes. We will identify your biggest opportunities and show you exactly how to implement these systems without the trial and error I went through. We will map out which of these 30 hacks will have the biggest impact in your business. We will create a step-by-step implementation plan, and I'll even show you the exact tools and workflows we would use. But here's the thing, I can only do a limited number of these sessions each month because I personally handle each one. I'm not handing you off to some junior consultants. You will get myself, my experience, and my proven frameworks. And I typically book out 2 to 3 weeks in advance. But I've reserved a few spots this week for people who watch this entire video. Click in the link in the description to book your free AI strategy session. We will identify your automation opportunities. We will create your implementation roadmap, and you'll walk away knowing exactly what to do next. And even if we never work together, you will have a clear plan for automating your business that most consultants charge thousands for. And before you go, if this video helped you see automation in a new way, please smash the like button. It basically tells YouTube to show this to more business owners who need to see this. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 30 hacks you are most excited to implement. I personally read every comment, and I often reply with specific advice for your situation. And if you're serious about building AI systems that actually grow your business, I'm planning on releasing a deep dive series on implementing each of these hacks. And I'll start with the lead generation system that generated over $2 million for my clients. And remember, the best time to start automation was when AI was released. The second best time is right now. I'm Jan Bakebongo from Axitra AI. Stop being a slave to manual processes and start building systems that work for you. I'll see you in the next video.